As soon as I reload the page, the app brings back the sign up form even though the user is currently logged in. Let's fix that with onAuth state changed method. This method gets triggered when a user authentication state changes, such as creating a new user account, logging in, or logging out. As soon as a new user account is created, the onAuth state changed method will return the newly logged in user's data, so that we can keep the user profile view visible and hide the sign up form even after the page reload. First, import the method at the top in the app.js file, then call the onAuth state changed. This method takes two arguments. The first one is the auth object that I have already created at the top. The second argument is the callback anonymous function with the parameter user, which is a JavaScript object. This callback function will be triggered anytime the user authentication state changes. Let's reload the page. You can see the onAuth state changed method returns null. That's because there is no user currently logged in. Let's create a new user account. As soon as a new account is created, I can see two console log messages. The first one from the onAuth state changed method. The second comes from the create user with email and password method. Now I'm going to check if the user is logged in or not inside the auth state changed method. Let's move these three lines of code that hides the sign up form and show the user profile with the logged in user email from the create user with email and password method to the onAuth state changed method. The reason I moved the code is because the create user with email and password method will be called only once, but it does not check the authentication state after that. On the other hand, the onAuth state changed method will be called anytime an authentication state changes. It also checks the user authentication state when the page reloads. When I reload the page, the app brings back the user profile view, which is exactly what we wanted. If you want the full Firebase authentication source code used in this video and beyond, click the link in the description below. You can download it and follow along. Thanks for watching and check out this video next.